On October 13, 1972, a routine flight veered into the heart of the Andes, crashing into one of the most remote and treacherous terrains on Earth. With 45 lives at stake, the survivors faced unimaginable choices and brutal conditions. Dive into the chilling mystery of the Andes plane crash and discover how they battled the odds in their fight for survival. Are you ready for this tragic story? Let's start the video. On October 13, 1972, a Fairchild FH-227D aircraft, operated by the Uruguayan Air Force, embarked on a flight from Montevideo, Uruguay, to Santiago, Chile. On board were 45 passengers, including 19 members of the Old Christians Club rugby team, along with their friends and family. What was meant to be a routine flight quickly turned into one of the most harrowing survival stories in modern history. The flight was relatively routine at the beginning, but as the plane approached the Andes Mountains, it encountered severe weather conditions. The crew faced intense turbulence, strong winds, and poor visibility due to snow. The aircraft, originally intended to fly at a lower altitude, found itself navigating through the high peaks of the Andes. The plane's navigational systems struggled to cope with the harsh conditions, and the crew made critical errors in assessing their location. Around 3:30 p.m., the aircraft, which was flying too high and too close to the mountains, struck a peak at over 12,000 feet. The impact was catastrophic, tearing apart the fuselage and leaving a scene of wreckage and chaos. The plane broke into several pieces, and the survivors were left in a perilous situation amidst the snow and ice. Despite the severe damage, 16 passengers survived the crash. They faced immediate and extreme challenges: freezing temperatures, high altitude, and a lack of food and medical supplies. The survivors huddled in the wreckage, trying to stay warm and assess their injuries. Many were critically injured, and the situation was dire. As days passed without any sign of rescue, the survivors faced the grim reality of starvation. With no food supplies and no way to contact the outside world, they were forced to make a heart-wrenching decision. They decided to use the bodies of the deceased passengers for sustenance. This choice, though agonizing, was driven by their desperate need to survive. While the survivors struggled to stay alive, search efforts were underway. The initial search was hindered by the remote and rugged terrain of the Andes. The search teams were unable to locate the crash site due to poor visibility and the vast expanse of the mountains. Over time, hope for a quick rescue dwindled as days turned into weeks. On December 12th, after enduring more than 2 months of brutal conditions, 2 of the survivors, Fernando Parado and Roberto Canisa, decided to leave the crash site in search of help. They embarked on a daring and grueling trek across the Andes, facing freezing temperatures, high altitudes, and treacherous terrain. Their journey was fraught with danger, but they were driven by the hope of finding help for their remaining companions. On December 20th, 1972, after days of arduous travel, Gerardo and Canessa encountered a Chilean shepherd who alerted local authorities. This crucial discovery led to a coordinated rescue operation. The Chilean military and search teams were able to locate the crash site and evacuate the survivors. The rescue operation, which took place on December 23, 1972, successfully evacuated the 16 survivors who were still alive. The dramatic story of their survival, including the ethical dilemmas they faced and the physical and emotional challenges they endured, captured global attention. The incident led to widespread media coverage and discussions about human resilience and the limits of survival. As the story of the Andes plane crash unfolds, you'll witness the incredible resolve of those who survived against all odds. Their tale of endurance and the harsh realities they faced leaves us with profound questions about human resilience. If this story captivated you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more gripping accounts. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more deep dives into history's most riveting mysteries.